Have you ever thought about how everyone handles relationships differently? Some people keep trusting their partners even after being let down many times, while others always suspect their loyal partners of being dishonest. This difference in how people approach relationships can lead to feeling more or less connected to each other, eventually making the relationship stronger or causing separations. It might seem like the person is intentionally causing problems in the relationship, but things are usually more complicated than that. The attachment theory, developed by John Bowlby and Mary Ainsworth, helps us understand why people behave the way they do in relationships. According to this theory, how you behave in relationships as an adult depends on your first attachment in life, usually with your primary caregiver. Attachment refers to an emotional bond. When a child is born, they naturally crave an emotional bond, which they typically develop with their primary caregiver, often the mother. This initial attachment becomes a reference point for all future relationships in the child's mind. If a child's primary caregiver makes them feel safe, interprets their physical and emotional needs accurately, and responds promptly to their needs, the child develops a successful or secure attachment style as they grow up. However, if the caregiver fails to respond appropriately to the child's needs, or provides confusing, frightening, or inconsistent emotional communication during childhood, the child often develops an unsuccessful or insecure attachment style. As they grow older, they may struggle to understand their own emotions and feelings, making it difficult for them to maintain stable relationships. But don't worry, you can change your attachment style at any age. But for that, it's crucial to have a thorough understanding of your current attachment style. It helps you comprehend your behavior, how you perceive your partner, and how you respond to intimacy, all of which are essential patterns for enhancing your relationship. In today's video, we'll talk about 4 different attachment styles, how they develop in an individual, and what are the signs of having them. To help you understand them better, be sure to watch the video till the end to avoid any confusion about your own attachment style. So as we talked about secure and insecure attachment styles, the insecure attachment style is further subdivided into 3 more types that help form the 4 main attachment styles. Now, let's start with number 1, secure attachment style. Secure attachment is defined by being good at having healthy and long-lasting relationships. It emerges when children feel secure with their caregivers during childhood and can seek reassurance or validation without fear of punishment. It's rooted in feeling safe, understood, comforted, and valued in early interactions. Typically, caregivers who are emotionally available and self-aware foster this attachment style. Signs of having a secure attachment style as an adult are: sign number 1, comfort with intimacy. People with secure attachment styles are comfortable with emotional closeness and intimacy in their relationships. Sign number 2, effective communication. They are able to express their needs and feelings openly and honestly, while also being receptive to their partner's needs and feelings. Sign number 3, trust and reliability. They trust their partners and believe that they can rely on them for support and care when needed. Sign number 4, independence. While they value their relationships, they also maintain a sense of independence and autonomy. Sign number 5, ability to resolve conflicts. They approach conflicts constructively, seeking resolutions that are mutually beneficial and respectful of both parties' needs. Sign number 6, positive self-esteem. Securely attached individuals generally have a positive view of themselves and their worthiness of love and acceptance. Sign number 7, adaptability. They are able to adapt to changes and challenges in their relationships without feeling overwhelmed or insecure. To put it briefly, these individuals excel in relationships, showing positivity, trust, and affection towards partners. They have confidence in their partners, experience little jealousy, and possess a strong sense of self-worth, without relying on external validation. Number 2, avoidant attachment style. Terms like avoidant and dismissive avoidant both refer to the same insecure attachment style. This style is marked by struggles in establishing long-lasting connections with others, resulting from difficulties in both physical and emotional intimacy engagement. In childhood, one may have experienced caregivers who were strict, emotionally distant, or absent, leaving the child to take care of themselves. These caregivers might have scolded the child for seeking support, rejected their expressions of needs or emotions, or been slow to respond to their basic needs. Some parents contributing to avoidant attachment may not necessarily be neglectful, but could prioritize tasks like grades, chores, or manners over the child's emotional needs. As a result, individuals may develop a strong sense of independence, not needing help or support from others. Signs of having this attachment style as an adult include: sign number 1, avoidance of emotional intimacy. People with dismissive avoidant attachment styles often prefer to keep emotional distance in relationships and may struggle with expressing or acknowledging their own emotions. Sign number 2, independence. They prioritize their independence and may resist relying on others for support or comfort, preferring to handle their problems on their own. Sign number 3, fear of commitment. They may shy away from committing to long-term relationships or may have difficulty fully investing in a partnership. Sign number 4, difficulty with vulnerability. They may have a hard time opening up or being vulnerable with their partners, fearing that doing so will lead to rejection or engulfment. Sign number 5, discomfort with emotional expression. They may minimize the importance of emotions or dismiss their own or their partner's emotional needs. Sign number 6, preference for self-reliance. Dismissive avoidant individuals may have a strong preference for self-reliance and may struggle to accept help or support from others. Sign number 7, difficulty with intimacy. They may struggle with engaging in physical and emotional intimacy and may feel uncomfortable with deep emotional connections. In summary, these individuals often maintain emotional distance in relationships, hindering deep connections despite allowing partners into their lives. Number 3, anxious attachment style. Anxious attachment style, also known as anxious ambivalent or anxious preoccupied, is a form of insecure attachment, characterized by fear of rejection and abandonment, reliance on a partner for validation and emotional regulation, and tendencies towards codependency. This attachment style arises from inconsistent parenting that fails to meet a child's needs consistently, leading to confusion and instability within parental relationships. Children with this attachment style find it hard to know what to expect from their caregivers and feel confused and insecure in their relationships with them. Parents may alternate between being overly coddling and detached or indifferent, sometimes being attentive and other times pushing the child away or making the child responsible for their emotions. As a result, individuals with an anxious attachment style often grow up feeling they must manage others' emotions, leading to codependent tendencies. Signs of possessing this attachment style in adulthood involve: sign number 1, constant need for reassurance. People with anxious attachment styles often seek reassurance from their partners about the status of their relationship and their partner's feelings towards them. Sign number 2, fear of abandonment. They may have a deep-seated fear of being abandoned or rejected by their partner, leading to feelings of insecurity and anxiety in the relationship. Sign number 3, overanalyzing and worrying. Anxiously attached individuals tend to overanalyze interactions with their partner and may worry excessively about the relationship's stability and future. Sign number 4, clinginess and dependence. They may become overly dependent on their partner for validation and support, struggling to feel secure unless they are in constant contact or communication. Sign number 5, jealousy and possessiveness. Anxious individuals may be prone to jealousy and possessiveness, fearing that their partner will leave them for someone else. Sign number 6, difficulty with boundaries. They may have difficulty setting and maintaining boundaries in relationships, often prioritizing their partner's needs and desires over their own. Sign number 7, volatility in emotions. Anxiously attached individuals may experience intense mood swings and emotional highs and lows in response to changes in the relationship or perceived threats to its stability. In a nutshell, these individuals seek constant reassurance, blame themselves for relationship issues, and exhibit jealousy due to low self-esteem, all rooted in a fear of abandonment. Number 4, disorganized attachment style. The disorganized attachment style, also known as anxious disorganized or fearful avoidant, involves extremely inconsistent behavior and struggles with placing trust in others. This attachment style often stems from experiences like childhood trauma, neglect, or abuse, where children feel unsafe with their caregivers. They may display erratic behaviors because they are unsure how to respond to their caregivers' inconsistent actions. They may experience conflicting emotions of seeking comfort from their caregivers while also fearing them due to the unpredictable nature of their interactions. Signs of having this attachment style as an adult include: sign number 1, inconsistent seeking of comfort. They demonstrate inconsistency in seeking comfort or support from caregivers, often alternating between approaching and avoiding them. Sign number 2, emotional dysregulation. They display difficulty regulating emotions, showing extreme responses to stress or emotional triggers. Sign number 3, conflicting behaviors. They exhibit contradictory behaviors, such as approaching caregivers for comfort, while simultaneously displaying avoidance or fear towards them. Sign number 4, fear and apprehension. They demonstrate fear or apprehension towards caregivers, particularly in times of distress or vulnerability. Sign number 5, challenges in relationships. They struggle with forming and maintaining stable relationships due to attachment-related issues and interpersonal struggles. Sign number 6, self-destructive or impulsive behaviors. They engage in self-destructive or impulsive behaviors as a coping mechanism for unresolved attachment issues. Sign number 7, identity difficulties. They face challenges in developing a coherent sense of self and identity, often stemming from early attachment disruptions and relational trauma. In summary, these individuals desire love but fear it, pushing away partners due to their fear of rejection. They seek emotional closeness yet resist it, perceiving both their partners and their own behavior as unpredictable, reflecting their internal struggle between seeking security and feeling afraid. By now, you may have likely determined your own or your partner's attachment style. Now, instead of blaming your caregivers, who may have acted unaware of the consequences and inadvertently contributed to it, it's important to focus on self-improvement, because changing your attachment style is entirely possible. And if your partner is dealing with any insecure attachment style, then support them, knowing that it's not completely their fault. If this video has helped you identify your attachment style, comment your style in the comments section below, and those who have successfully changed their attachment style can share their experiences to benefit others. Share this video with those you care about. If we managed to keep you hooked till now, give us a thumbs up and give that subscribe button a tickle for more insights, tips, and the coolest content. Until next time, stay connected and stay mindful. This is the Yays and Nays signing off for today.